you're set. Well, thank you, everyone. Hello? There we go. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for staying. I'll officially call this meeting to order. Before we go ahead and approve the agenda, which was in the booklet, I'm going to appoint Alan Utek is going to be our parliamentarian this afternoon or this morning. And I've been told that we do have a quorum with over 65 members in attendance right now, and we needed 39. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented, which means I need somebody to... So moved, Katie. Second, Jackie. Jackie did. Please state your name. When you make a motion or second, please state your name, just so that our secretary up here, Pastor, could make sure she's taking good notes. Any discussion about the agenda? All those in favor? Opposed? That passed. Review of the annual meeting from last year. The minutes were in the booklet. I'll entertain a motion to approve those. And is there a second? Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Passed. Report of the Audit Committee. Ken Odekert is filling in for Sue Baltz today. He was there.
Yes, I would like to thank, first of all, Laura Monabach once again for not only being our treasurer, but she volunteers to be our treasurer. She's volunteering all her time to do that. She does a wonderful job, so we really do appreciate all her time and her effort. Also, I thank Sue Balls-Verzales and Barb Ohm and Jean Dietering all came in and we got together and looked at the books. I truly trust everything that Laura's doing is correct because I was a treasurer before her and I got pretty good understanding of all the financial matters, but it's also very nice that we have 3 other people that are also very involved with the church that took some time out on a Friday afternoon to look everything over, and we found everything to be in great situation. So thank you.
Thank you. Next, benevolent report. That was in the that was in the booklet. If there are no questions concerning that, we'll move on to the general treasurer's report for 2023. Laura's not here, but the general treasurer's report was in the booklet. If anybody has any further questions about it, I'm happy to try to address them, or somebody on the consistory will. If not, we'll move on from that. That'll be accepted. Next up is buildings and grounds.
Good morning. Yep, I'm still your building and grounds guy. So, my report begins on page 21 and it continues on page 22 and 23. I won't spend a lot of time looking back on what we did last year. If you have any questions on some of that stuff, I can take care of those now. What I would prefer to do would be to look forward to 2024 and identify and describe a little bit the 3 projects that we have identified to study in the forthcoming year. The first one being the replanning of the restrooms in the lounge over here. We've had a number of, they were built in 1987 in compliance with accessibility codes at that time. Those codes have been expanded considerably since then. So our intention is to modify the handicap features within those restrooms. So that's project number one. And again, these are being considered. They're not done deals yet. So the other would be to alter or to modify the entrance to our office. So far the plan would be to abandon the north alley entrance and enter the office through what used to be the library and now is that little room that links the two buildings. So we would remove the window that's on the east wall and create a doorway and entrance through there, avoiding the steps that we currently deal with on the north side and just making it a much more accessible, secure entrance to the office area. And the third project would be the lower level fellowship hall, which is pretty much in the same way it was when it was built in 1937. So we would replace the flooring and probably upgrade the wall coverings and some of the lighting in those areas. The last year or so, that room has gotten a lot more use than it has in a long time. The procedure would be, these are conceptual at this time. We would further define the scope of the project and the concept of the project, attach and get some building estimates for the projects, and then work with the consistory and with the staff to develop them. And eventually we would come to a full-fledged meeting like this to approve or not to approve, to move forward with one or so of them. We also have to look for the financing to support them as well. So that's about all I have to say. Is that enough? Yeah. Any questions or anything that I can take care of now, or if you want to get a hold of me any other time? I got to thank the crew we have now in the Building and Grounds group. They've been a real active team, and we get along really well, and we get a lot of work done, actually, which is, I don't know why that's so funny. So thank you very much.
Thank you, David. All the other committee and organization reports and ministry team reports are in the booklet for your perusal. If anybody has any questions about those, I'm happy to try to answer those, or the consistory head overseeing those ministry teams could probably try to answer as well. But if not, we're going to move on to consistory election. And I'd like to thank the consistory for this past year. I'm kind of the new guy on the block, so everybody's been so helpful to me personally, and it's amazing that the work that they do for the church here, and so I really want to thank you. The following have one more year and will still be on the consistory. Carrie Gill, Judy Meiselwitz. And if you're here, can you just stand and wave just so that people can see you? So Judy, turn and wave. There we go. Jackie Plegeman, Jaden Richter, Nathan Bortz, and Marion. Can you stand up and wave? Great. There are 3 that wish to remain on the board this next year. They've served for 2 years and can renew up for another 2 years. So they would like to do that and be reelected to that. These people are Pam Klotz, Jody Odekert, and myself. Leaving the consistory, and having served for 4 years now, they have to leave at least for 2 years before they could return. And these people are Sue Baltz Verzal, she's not here today, Tammy Volrath Bull, and Larry DeSmit. Thank you for all the years that you've served the church. Next, I have the report of the nominating team. Nathan?
Hello. First off, I'd like to thank Larry and Fitz and anyone else who took the time to find new potential consistory members. Greatly appreciated. The nomination committee would like to put forth the following names to fill the new vacancies on the consistory. Please rise when your name is called. Bob Carlson, Lisa Gottsacker, and Paul Thibault. Thank you for volunteering.
Thank you, Nathan. Now, at this time, per our bylaws, I will ask for any additional nominations from the floor. I'll ask that 3 times in case there is anybody that wants to come forward. Are there any additional nominations for consistory? Are there any additional nominations for the consistory? And are there any additional nominations for the consistory? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to close nominations. Mary Richter. All those in favor? Opposed? Nominations are closed. Because we have 3 positions open and 3 open positions to fill, we'll do this by voice ballot, and all those in favor? Opposed? Congratulations, everybody. And thank you very much for coming forward. It's going to be a great experience. Next, other business is a review of the 2024 budget. The consistory has the budget's in the packet. The consistory has previously already approved the budget, and we wanted to present that to you. I'd entertain a motion to approve the budget by the congregation. Is there a second? Pam Klotz. Any discussion about the budget in and of itself? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Budget passes. Thank you. Benevolent budget, that is listed in the booklet. It's just for your information. That budget itself is really dependent upon what all the fundraising efforts are of the church and the money that comes in and goes out. So that's really just for more of your review. Are there any questions about the benevolent report that's in there? All right, thank you. Next is approval of the 2024 schedule calendar. And before we do that, I was notified that there was one error in that. The first Sunday in December is really December 1st, not the 3rd. So considering that just one change, I'll entertain a motion to approve the schedule. Yes? Well, thank you, Larry. Any other discussion about the schedule? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? That passes. Next is nomination to the Endowment Board. There is one opening to the Endowment Board, and I'm going to have Alan come up and, as a representative from the Endowment Board, to put that name into, to be voted on.
Well, we have Missy Brandt going off, and the committee would like to nominate Lloyd Stoltzman to come on to the endowment.
Thank you. The congregation needs to approve that nomination. Since I need a second, since it was Mary Beth. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right. Lloyd's on. Our next meeting will be January 26th of 2025, unless we need to hold a special meeting to approve some buildings and grounds things, or unless something else comes up. Anything else for the good of the congregation? With that, I entertain a motion to close this meeting. And Mike? All those in favor to close the meeting? Aye. Meeting's closed. We will adjourn, and we will, if we could all stand, and we'll say the Lord's Prayer. Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. As we fall into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Thank you, everybody, for staying. Consistory members, new and old, we're going to meet briefly for 5 minutes in the office.